Okay, children, I think we have gone through today mainly romanticism and the importance of language in nationalism or spreading nationalism. It's two straightforward topics. Now, if you take the summary of what we have learned till now, we have seen the French Revolution and its influence in Europe, and then we see the rule of Napoleon after that, and then we have seen the cultural moments or cultural associations like aristocracy, idea of liberal nationalism, about the revolutionaries, and we have seen romanticism. We have seen the economic moment or customs reunion of Solvering. We have seen the Treaty of Vienna. These all we are studying because these all contribute to what happened in Europe after. This all contributed to revolutions in Europe. These are the topics which is coming now. There is one more important reason or contributing factor. That's the economic hardship of 1830. See, it all connected. It's all similar. If you think about the reasons behind French Revolution, you will see economic reasons. You will see social reasons. You will see the role of middle class or emerging middle class. You will see political reasons. This is what we are explaining in a different way when it comes to Europe. Economic reason is coming in during the economic hardship of 1830s. Solvereign is a economic reason, you can say. Then the rest is Treaty of Vienna is a political reason, and others are social reasons. So it's all connected. It's all the same. So just you need to understand it. Also, what you have to do is when the question come, use your common sense. Any revolution has got the same setup. It obviously will start with the middle class because they are the one who suffers. So for example, now we are listening that fuel prices are going up every day, isn't it? To whom it's being affected? Not the poor, not the poorest one who may be begging arms on the side of the street. What he cares for what is the price of fuel? Or Ambani or Adani, they don't care because they have more than enough money. So the one who suffers always in a political situation or a political decision is the middle class. And so every revolution started with middle class. Then you have to think, you have to understand what are the political reasons behind it, what was the social system at that time which forced this revolution, what is the cultural situation at that time, what was the role of culture to a revolution, and what is the economic situation in that country which forced the revolution. So basically, as I said, it is an easy subject to learn. Just you need to use your common sense. You need to remember plus or minus the important points, bullet points, and that's it. Then you can write it. It's almost the same in everything. And the name may change here and then, date may change, but basically it's the same. So relax and learn it as a story. You need to understand, as I said always, history you don't have to study, you have to understand history. It is to know your history. It's not study. It's not a theory you have to by heart. No. It's a story you have to know, you have to understand, you have to know. It's not something you have to study. Hope you are enjoying the classes, enjoying the story, what we are saying. And as always I say, relax. There is nothing you can do by taking tension. So relax and keep a quiet mind. Don't worry about exams. Don't worry about the huge portions you have to study. We will study. Teachers are there to ensure that you will learn the things. So don't worry about it. Relax. My suggestion to you during this period is plan your day. Spend some time to study. Spend some time to for leisure. Spend some time for exercises. Small ones. It doesn't matter. It need to be a full football game. No, do some stretching. Do some warming ups. Make sure your body is working, and listen to some music. That's very helpful. And if you have a habit of drawing, draw it. Just relax. Don't be tensed. Speak to your family, spend time with them, be more open to them so they can also assist you. And of course, if you have any doubt about the topics what we have covered, please do let me know. I'll help you out. Also, one more thing I have to inform you is that I have seen the participation in online quizzes are low. It is another aid to make you learn. At the same time, it's a leisure, so it's like a game, but it is assisting you to learn the thing. So please do not miss those quizzes, and please do not miss online classes or um, live sessions. That will, in case of history, I'm sure, in case of social science, I'm sure that's enough. You will learn it. You have to read the text, you have to listen the narration carefully, you have to write the notes, you have to attend the quiz. Do these four things. I'll ensure that you will learn social science easy. So on that note, we are finishing today. That's, we don't have to study a huge portion. We'll go little by little, but I'll make sure that we will do in time. So have a good day and have some fun. Thank you.